A very good morning. I am Dr. Shobik Chatterjee, head of the Department of Juridical Sciences, JIS University. This is my lecture with respect to Indian Penal Code, that is Law of Crimes 1, and I am going to speak about uh, cheating and the aggravated forms of cheating under IPC. It starts off with section 415, and in layman's language, it is the act of deception upon a victim and thereby asking the victim to part off with property, thereby resulting in wrongful loss on the part of the victim and wrongful gain on the part of the accused. So the question is, there are two things to be understandable. One is the question of deception and the other is the question of fraudulence. Now, as far as deception is concerned, deception is a question of asking someone to believe on a particular truth of a thing which is not true. I mean, these types of provisions are also there in the Consumer Protection Act of 2019, the amended act, meaning that if there are any dubious advertisements, obviously the advertising organizations or the companies who are producing them, they are involved in deception. Simply, speaking, if a particular maker of a vanishing cream comes up and says that after using that particular skin, a dark complexion person is going to be as fair as a Britisher, is absolutely abnormal and absurd. The person, the respective cream might help in respect of glow of the skin. It might help in get away all the antibodies and there to make the skin a bit better without any pimples or whatever. But the question of the skin complexion altogether changing and maybe a negroid complexion turning off into a British complexion, it is absolutely abnormal and absurd. Now, if a advertisement like this come up, there is a scope of deception on the part of the company who is advertising towards the people who are going to actually use the cream. That's one part. Regarding the second part, it is in the context of fraudulently doing it. I mean, in the context of cheating, section 415 and also 420. In 420, there is a strict question of parting off with the property, because already property loss over there is very paramount in addition to the question of the deception. In either of those provisions, the question comes up is that fraudulent basically means there is a question of malice in the mind of the accused. That is, it is not that the accused has only advertised about this crime, but the accused had done it purposefully. The accused has done it, knowing that it is a punishable offense. Wherever there is mens rea, wherever there is criminal intention, there is an additional question on the part of the judiciary and the criminal justice system to ensure these persons should be punished, because they are basically acting upon deception and thereafter fraudulently gaining property as opposed to fraudulent loss, that is wrongful loss on the part of the other person. It is like a person comes up and files a respective amount of money with the stock exchange, and thereafter the thing is that the person is absolutely misguided with respect to the performance of a particular company which is not doing very well, and thereafter all the money goes in stake and this person becomes a pauper. There are different ways in which deception takes place, and as far as the scope of section 415 to 420 are involved, every form of deception resulting in wrongful loss comes under cheating and are punished. Now it's question time. The question to all of you is that what does these two terminologies, deception and fraudulently, basically mean within the scope of Indian Penal Code? How can the code basically interpret these respective provisions? Use up any of the sources which can help you in respect of writing down the answers. You can use up the book of Ratanlal Dhirajlal. You can use up the book of Justice K.D. Gaur. You can use up the book of Chandrasekhar Pillai. You can use up my book, Law of Crimes, with an introduction to criminology, penology, victimology, Dr. Shobik Chatterjee, Thomson Reuters, South Asia publication. You can use up scholarly texts like that of articles of Glanville Williams, Write down your answers. I'll give my inputs. I'll go ahead with my next lecture.